on Spotify or just Spotify or Apple?
Both Spotify and Apple Music.
What's up? I'm Jack. I'm with the Foresight Network. This is Inside the Studio. I'm from Portland, Maine. Yeah, tippy top of the country. I've been doing music for a long time, so there's a few things. I mean, you know, it always starts in the house, so, you know, there's music always around. My dad had sang before, was like a singer in a band. My mom liked music, so I was always listening to music. And then eventually we just started playing instruments very young, me and my two older brothers. I think I was around 6 when we started. I started on guitar, and I just loved rock. I was a little rock head, you know. I was in little kid bands, but also then as I got older, like in actual bands, playing around the Portland scene. And the Portland did have a pretty cool like little DIY scene, just because I feel like in New England that's like what naturally happens anyways, you know. So there was always some cool punk shows and stuff we could play. I was in the ska band for a little while in high school and stuff like that. Well, there was a good jazz influence from my two teachers. I had a guitar teacher and a piano teacher later. Pat Keem for guitar when I was younger, Matt Fogg for piano when I was a little older, and they really put me onto a lot of jazz influence. When I was younger, I wasn't so receptive to it. It was still important that I heard it, because that's really what pushed me a little further into hip-hop and R&B, you know, and that's really where that all, I feel like, stemmed from. And I didn't think I was going back to college. I was like, I'm going home. And I worked in a diner for a little while, recorded an album, and I was just like, I don't want to work in a diner anymore, man. And, you know, I don't think I was ready to live in Portland again there, so I was like, I'm going back. But then I just went back, you know, more with just music on my mind, really. I was like, alright, I know what I gotta do after I made that album part 2. You can't find it anywhere anymore. I don't want it up. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. But I got there, and like immediately, I befriended Dre. Like, we knew each other kind of, but we didn't really know each other. And just from like, I think that first night or that second night I was there, before school even started, you know, we got in the studio, something just like this, but in a dorm room, and we started busting out Blue Jxck, the Blue Jxck EP. Nice. That's where the Blue Jxck EP comes from. Blue Jxck EP in like that time of my life, and playing with Blue Jxck and the Sauce Boys, with, you know, Declan, Francis, Brandon Florek, and Atella was playing drums at the time. A lot of gigs, actually, or a good amount of them that year. So that was a fun year for college. That shaped a lot of things. That kept me producing, kept me, you know, also doing the live thing. That really, I think, is where all that stems from. Welcome to my setup. Alright, so this is where I've done just about everything from about halfway through Motions 2. And, you know, it's just the crib. It's just the corner in my room. So what I have Ableton. I have Ableton 10. Don't update your computer if you don't know that the version of the software you have will work with it. Updated my computer, that shit did not work. Don't do that. Rockets, standard. Just an 88 key MIDI. I got a few other keyboards over there. We got the 25 key MIDI. Very important for the wobblies. You know? Alright. So we have that. Simple corner. You know, I like to think that this absorption does something. It does a little bit. I have it all throughout the room. The bounce was really bad when I got in here, so we're not really soundproofing, but it helps with the absorption. We don't like bouncy noises. Don't have bouncy noises. Nobody likes bouncy noises. You can't mix your vocals if they're bouncy. Okay, regular Focusrite interface. So yeah, that's my setup here. Oh, we can't forget my toys. A little bass. You feel me? Okay, mandolin. Stuck out of tune for good. Ah, that actually doesn't sound so bad. We good. Alright. And then, that for some reason I have facing the other way. Right here. My Fender Strat. I've had this thing since I was like 13. I could definitely get it tuned up, change the strings, whatever. It's cool. It works. So, that's the setup. is my favorite part of music. I can't lie. This is my favorite part of music.